Let's dive right into those issues. And I want to start with the economy because you and I talked about polling leading up to the 2024 election, and the economy was the top issue. And the election, in a large part, boiled down to more voters thinking that President Trump would be better at handling the economy than Vice President Kamala Harris. Do voters think that he's doing a good job when it comes to the economy?
And the shorter answer to that is no. Just 37% approve of President Trump's job performance when it comes to the economy. 49% disapprove. You look a little bit further, and 44% say that they are worse off now financially than they were a year ago. That includes 21% of Republicans. 49% also say that Trump is making the economy worse with his policies. Just 29% say that he's making it better. All of these taken together, it's a bit of a dismal picture for Trump. It's definitely not, I think, what a lot of his voters expected when he was coming off of the campaign trail, and some of the things that he said about the economy. That is just not panning out, and we can see that reflected in this poll.
What about tariffs specifically? Because economists have said tariffs are eventually going to hike up prices and shrink disposable income, and people are already nervous about the economy. President Trump, in the past couple of months, has threatened, started, paused, and escalated global trade wars that have roiled the markets. Are voters pro-tariff?
They are not. 34% approve of Trump's position on tariffs, 51% disapprove. A similar number say that tariffs are making the economy worse. We've seen this reflected in some of our earlier polls as well. By and large, voters do not believe that tariffs help the economy. I think we're seeing some pretty stark evidence of that in this poll. I think we're seeing some of that confidence in the market as well. So, again, the economy, tariffs, these two things go hand in hand, especially with voters. I think they're really starting to see some of the evidence of the effects of the tariffs personally, and that's informing their answers here.
What about immigration? Because that was another top issue in the 2024 election. And on day one of President Trump's second term, he signed a slew of border security and immigration executive orders. He also has had immigration be a pillar in this second term. His deportation policies have been largely controversial. What do voters think about his stance, his policies, his action on immigration so far?
Yeah, and this is where you start to see a little bit of the positive news for the Trump administration. Overall, voters do approve of President Trump's handling of immigration. We see that older voters are more supportive of deportation. It flips slightly, but really voters are split. Again, older voters being more supportive of how the Trump administration has handled deportations. So, yeah, this is where the administration, the Trump presidency, is getting more positive marks in the eyes of voters. Despite some of the recent stories on deportation, especially, voters are not necessarily turned off by that.